Hello, I'm Elena Forasacco, a Senior Teaching Fellow in the Graduate School and the lead of the Research Communication Program. This program aims to support doctoral students to make their written and verbal communications of their research projects more effective and engaging, as well as to prepare a thesis in compliance with the Imperial College regulations. Sally, the current student program partner for this program, who worked with me in this academic year, will now give her view on the program, as well as some suggestions for future students.
Hi, my name is Salim Sungu. I'm a student partner for the research program, a research communication program here at Imperial College London. I'm also a PhD student at the Center for the Environmental Policy. In my research, I'm investigating the interaction of climate change with crop pests and also adaptation pathways in the sub-Saharan Africa.
What has been your experience as a student partner in our research communication program?
Yeah, being a student partner has been a very great opportunity because it's an opportunity to work with the students as well as identify some of the things that the students need to make the program much more better. But at the same time, it's also an opportunity to work with senior tutors in the program so that we can be able to develop better engagement between the students and also the program tutors. So overall, being a student program and being in that intersection has given me opportunity to be able to communicate what the students need to make it more effective for them, but at the same time also how the tutors can come in to make the program deliver what the students need. So overall, it has been satisfactory, and I've really enjoyed every moment working as a student partner in this program.
Considering the research communication program, the courses you have attended, what competencies have you developed and enhanced?
Yeah, research communication is really the essence of science. Science, you have to be able to communicate what you've done for people to know what you're doing. So being competent in research communication is really key, especially at a doctoral program who are trained to be researchers in various areas of studies. So working or doing different courses in the program, I've been able to develop critical thinking skills so that I can be able to, appraise different literature. And, when you do that, you're able to come up with different ways of looking at things, and also to be able to engage with the public, because some of the courses you also taught is public engagement, which is very essential. How you can make your information accessible to different audience. How to be able to write really good research papers, maybe which is accessible to different journals. So how to write academic scientific papers is also really equally important. At the same level, also how to write different types of materials like blogs. All those things are really important so that you can make your science accessible, not just to the scientific audience, but also to different type of audience across the world.
When you started to plan which courses you needed to attend, how have you selected those courses?
Well, it really depends on the stage you are at with your PhD. So different stage requires different competence or different communication skills. So being aware about your needs at those specific stages is very important. So when you are in the first year, there are very basic fundamentals, communication skills, which you need to have. You need to be able to how to write your literature really well. So going for courses that build your literature writing skills, like literature review, is really essential. But as you gradually go into second year, you need to be able to communicate your research in conferences. So how to write to develop a good PowerPoint is very important. Presentation styles are very important. Also, public engagement is very important. So you need to be able to attend those courses that help you to engage with the public as well, and make your research accessible to different audience. As you go into second year, you'll also be required to publish. So publication, you need to know how to publish in high impact journals, and attending those courses can help you do that. And then when you are almost in your final year, you need to be able to know how to write a good thesis. So if you go to literature, to how thesis writing retreat, it can really help you to narrow down and also, summarize all your 4 years of work and be able to write a really high quality thesis. So you need to be able to be strategic in your planning and in selecting of these courses. And that's how I did when I was doing when I was selecting all those courses that I did in the last 3 years.
Which advice can you give to students seeking to attend the research communication courses?
I would say the graduate school program is open for all students, so they need to come early in the first year and try to analyze their needs, understand their needs based on the competence, the skills that they need to do to be able to actually finish their PhD. So they need to start from the beginning to understand what are the core skills, core research communication skills that they need. The graduate school program is really open, so they can always go there and consult with the senior tutors, and then they'll be given some guidance about which course to prioritize in each year. And at the same time, they can also communicate with their supervisors, and that I would tell them to do that also in the first years, so that they can plan for the whole 3 or 4 years. And then that's when they'll be very strategic about which courses they need for each year and how to sign up for those courses. So planning with your supervisor, seeking help from the graduate student, and also talking about it, consulting different colleagues can also really help to make smart choices about which courses to take at which particular time.
Why do you think attending the courses in the research communication program is important?
If you cannot communicate your research, it's almost lost. So as scientists, we are required, we need to be able to communicate our research so that people can know exactly what we've been doing. But at the same time, we can be able to actually advance research and to be able to make impact in the society. So as a student, it's a training time. So attending these courses helps you to build those core competence in communication, in engagement, in writing, which are really important. And also, not just writing, also how to communicate, non-verbally, which is really important, so that when we can be better scientists in the future, and also so that we can be better communicators in the future, and so that we can engage with the people much more better in the future when you're taking up better roles to make more impact in the society. So really, research communication does not just end with science, but it's at the beginning of science, and also it helps us to be better people, because when you communicate better, you're able to to pass your information, and your information is very clear to people, and that way you're able to remove any doubts or maybe any miscommunication that could be there. So it's really important to participate in research communication skills, especially when you're a student here at Imperial.